Is this a weird angle? I feel like my camera is up super high, but I need it up high for the next shot, so I don't want to take it down. But anyway, guys, welcome to my night routine video. If you couldn't tell from the title, anyway, today we are going to be doing my night routine. I'll just tell you now, like, if you're looking for a, like, that girl aesthetically pleasing night routine, click off. This ain't it. Anyway, I'm just chilling right now at my desk, and I already have, like, my jammies there. It's not pajamas, but it's what I'm wearing to bed because my mom keeps it as cold as the tundra in our house, even though it's 3 degrees outside, but whatever. So I thought I would just bring you along for my little nighttime routine. This is not like a self-care nighttime pampering routine. I've posted a fair few of those in the past, but this is not one of those. This is more like a very realistic, what I try to do every night kind of thing, just to, I don't know, make life easier and happier for me throughout the week. I wish I could be one of those people that knew how to film those aesthetically pleasing videos, but I'm really just not. I don't know enough about cameras or angles or lighting or the settings on the camera to make them look good and pleasing. So, like, what you see is what you get, baby. Welcome to the vlog. If you're new around here, my name is Ashley, but they call me A-True. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If you wouldn't mind, if you could just hit that subscribe button, that would be totally dope skis. It's free. That was the intro, so let's get into the real video. Okay, here we go. That intro was such a chaotic mess. I bet you're so glad you clicked on my video. Anyway, right here, I have in my handy dandy little notebook, I have my night routine written down so that way I can always try to follow it. So the first thing we are going to be doing is setting the mood. It's also kind of really hot in this sweatshirt. I'm almost regretting it. Okay, guys, so we have turned on the twinkly lights. That's all you're gonna see of them because obviously they look weird on camera and they do weird stuff to the lighting. And also, this is kind of how the lighting is gonna be now for the rest of the video because it's like the first step. Hold on, because I love how the ambiance that it creates. I love the settings. There's one more step though. We need to light a candle because we're not heathens. And what is cozy mood lighting without the candles? Not even mood lighting. What is a cozy, like, mood ambiance without the lighting, without the candles? What am I saying? I saw like a TikTok or an Instagram reel today. I forget where I saw it. And it was someone like lighting a candle and they were moving the lighter too quickly so none of the wicks were catching. And it was like, this is a perfect example of what happens when you spread yourself too thin. Like, you can never achieve your goals because you're moving too quickly from one thing to another, so nothing actually like finishes or starts. And I was like, damn, whoever thought of that is clever. That's a good symbol. Okay, so we've got our candles going. We're gonna do another one, but step 2 of my non-aesthetic, not that girl, but works for me night routine, realistic night routine that I can accomplish every day is to just pick up a little bit around my room. And I'm actually super excited to show you guys this part because normally my room is utterly and completely obnoxiously atrocious. I'm sorry, I know it's dark. See, like, this is why I'm not an aesthetically pleasing YouTuber. It's just, you get the real deal over here. Normally my room is so atrociously messy and disgusting, but I cleaned it last week and I worked really super hard on keeping it clean all week, like putting things away when I was done using them, not leaving things on the floor. So I wasn't perfect, so there are some things to pick up, but something that I'm trying to do every night is like pick up before I go to bed. So just setting like a 10-15 minute timer, I learned that from TikTok, and just whatever I can accomplish in 15 minutes is whatever I can accomplish. So look though, we don't have a ton. Like there's a couple cups on my desk and nightstand. There's like a blanket on the floor. But look at how much of my floor you guys can actually see. Who's proud of me? Huh? High five. Okay. And then there's some clothes on my vanity because I didn't want to put them on the floor. So we'll put those away. And yeah, we'll just pick up a little bit around the room. Since the lighting is what it is at this point, I will probably just show you when I'm done instead of doing a time lapse. Hope that's okay with y'all. I'm done picking up. Guys, that literally just makes so much of a difference. This is like one of my favorite things that I've implemented. The candles are lit. I don't make my bed. That's just not who I am as a person. It's not something I really care about, so I don't like waste time and energy worrying about it. Everything's clean. Okay, so the next thing typically on my list would be to pick out my clothes for the next day, but I don't have anything to do tomorrow. I don't have work because it's a Friday night, so I don't have work. I don't have any plans, so there's just not an outfit that I need to pick out. Like I could probably pick it out whenever I decide what I'm gonna do tomorrow, you know? So we don't need to do that. There's always that spot on my face. Ignore that. You could just skip that part. What's next? Oh, stretching. Now, you might be like, Ashley, that's weird. Like you've already taken off your clothes, like oh, I didn't even tell you guys. I took off my sweatshirt because it got way too flipping hot. So I will probably put that on once I'm like getting ready to go to bed, or put it on my bed in case I get cold. But either way, you might be like, you already took off your clothes, you're in your pajamas, like you have the candles going, you have the twinkly lights. Like, don't get me wrong, this is not a like legitimate stretching routine. I kind of just do whatever feels good. Here, we can sit and talk while I stretch. Hold on. There are days at work where I do a lot of moving, a lot of walking or running, and then there are days where I do this, where I just sit on the floor with my kid and we don't do a lot. And then I don't have like the greatest posture. I'm kind of pudgy, so I just feel like my body, I don't know, needs to be stretched out a lot because I'm either in one position for a really long time, or I've not heard it, but like because I'm not in shape, like sometimes when I jump on the trampoline too much, like my calves will hurt or my feet will hurt if I'm not wearing the right supportive shoes, because like I weigh a lot, obviously. So you know what I mean? So I just I would love to be the type of person who stretches like when I first wake up in the morning and before I go to bed, but I have not turned into that person who can do anything before work yet. It's just not who I am. I'm not naturally a morning person, and so finding the motivation to get up before I absolutely need to like brush my hair, brush my teeth, get dressed and go to work, like pack my lunch, do all the stuff that you guys have seen me do in my morning routine video. And if you haven't, I'll link it down below. I haven't become that yet. I would love to be. So I typically only stretch at night. You guys can't really see what I'm stretching, but I just did like the butterfly stretch, and now I'm just reaching for my toe, my right toe. I used to be a cheerleader in high school, and I wish I could tell you that I was flexible then, but I wasn't. I've never been super flexible. Maybe we'll do a montage of me stretching because the lighting down here doesn't seem to be too bad. So please enjoy. I'm done. Like I said, I don't follow like a like a legitimate stretching plan or anything. Please don't come to my channel to learn anything. Apparently, I can't teach you how to be that girl. I can't teach you how to make aesthetically pleasing videos. I can't teach you how to have a productive morning or night routine. I can just show you the realistic stuff of my life, and I can't teach you how like proper stretches. Either way, we're done. I just do what feels good for my body, where I feel like it needs to be stretched, pulled, whatever. So we're on to the next thing. The camera angles today are just superior to anything you've ever seen. I know it. All right, welcome to my bathroom. The next step in my night routine would normally be to do my skincare, brush my hair, and brush my teeth, but we're only gonna be doing one of those things, and it is brushing my hair. Because if you watched my morning routine video recently, you would know that I am currently out of cleanser and toner. So I haven't been doing my skincare. And have I gone to buy any yet? No. Why, you ask? Because it's just not in my budget right now. So, is what it is. Skin is just gonna have to survive. So, and I would brush my teeth, but I really wanna have some popcorn. So I don't wanna brush my teeth and then have popcorn. You know what I'm saying? So, my hair is in desperate need of a haircut. I actually have one scheduled for a little less than a month from now, and I am like counting down the days. My shit is fried, destroyed. Poor girl. Poor girl. She needs, it's like nothing but split ends. Like, look at this. I'm sorry if you're a guy viewing this and you could care less. Or a girl who's not into hair. That used to be me. Also, look at the difference between when I brush it versus like when it's not, like when I've lived with it all day. Like, why is that? What happens? Like, why is it so fluffy right now on this side? Because I brushed it. Someone explain the science to me. Also, alright, it's all poofy. I swear, I always feel like I have the ugliest natural hair because this is what it looks like. So, let me see if I can put the camera down a little bit. Yeah. So, it's got like these weird dents, right? Like almost like I put a ponytail in it, or like two or something. So like it's not curly, but it's not straight. So it's just like, I hate leaving it natural for that reason. Like I would much rather it be straight or curly. So I typically straighten it or curl it. But because it is so fried, I really am trying not to put heat on it unless it's like a special occasion, like I'm going out to do something. But if it's just my everyday life, we don't need to be putting heat on it. She's too damaged. My poor little baby. Ugh. I feel like my hairstylist, Katie, would say she's like textured. I feel like she explained it to me once. This piece is nice. We've been talking about this for too long. I apologize. Okay, let's go on to the next thing. Alright guys, I went out to the kitchen. The next thing on my nightly routine is to fill up my water bottle and make sure I have it. I want to say ever since I had COVID like 8 months ago, there are just times when I wake up just coughing, like a coughing fit, if you will. I mean, water's good for you in general, but that's why I really had to make it a priority, because sometimes I would just like go to reach for something to drink and I wouldn't have anything, and I would just be having this coughing attack, and it felt like forever to get out to the kitchen. I now make it a part of my nightly routine to make sure that it is full and ready to go. I try to drink a decent amount of it before bed because, again, like hydration, it's just key to life. But made myself some popcorn in my cool Thor God of Thunder bucket. Love and Thunder bucket that me and my best friend Krista the Fur got at the movies. We haven't been to the movies in forever and we really need to go. So anyway, I'm just gonna chill for a bit, eat my snack, watch some Girl Meets World. Oh right, oh my gosh, why have I never done this angle before? Look at this. So I know that this seems like super short, but like we've reached kind of the part in the night where there just isn't a lot to show you anymore. I finished my popcorn, so I brushed my teeth. I didn't bring you with me because I just felt like you guys have seen me brush my teeth so many times on this channel because I'm always like struggling for content. But next on my list I have to make tea or hot chocolate, but because of my popcorn I kind of don't feel like either because I like the butters, you know, and like the toothpaste I just did. But yeah, I could go for some hot chocolate, but if I'm being like really honest with you guys, my mom is just really bothering me today and I do not feel like being around her, and she is out in the kitchen, so I don't want to go out there, so we're gonna skip that. Next on my list that I would do would be to set my alarms. When it's the weekend, I don't set them for necessarily the time that I need to wake up or want to wake up, because there typically isn't anywhere that I have to be on weekend mornings, but I do set alarms for times that I don't want to sleep passed, because I do have to be up so early on Mondays because we have to be there 45 minutes earlier at my job than we do throughout the rest of the week. So on Mondays I have to be there at 8 instead of 8:45. I have to get up like a whole nearly hour and a half earlier because of the traffic that I hit at that time. So I don't like to sleep too long on my weekends, or sleep too late in, I should say, because then it just makes Monday even harder. So I do try to let myself like rest and catch up on sleep on the weekends, but I still set my alarm so that way like I don't sleep. My body's pretty good about waking me up by like 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish, sometimes 8:30 on the weekends. But I do set it for like 9, 10 a.m. because if I were to sleep that late, it would be detrimental to my sleeping schedule. After I set my alarms, I will typically just get in bed and relax. That's what I have written down. Next, I do kind of try to get ready for the night. It's gonna sound like completely backwards, but I do like to read before bed. So once I'm in like my relaxed state, like, you know, we've done everything, kind of hit all the boxes that we needed to check off, I'll actually kind of reverse what I did, and I'll blow out the candles and I'll turn off my twinkly lights, and I will put my big light back on because it's hard to read with my twinkly lights. So, and I don't have a book light. I wish I did, but I don't. So it's just, you know, I'd rather not strain my eyes trying to read with the twinkly lights on. They say that it's better, I think, honestly, they say it's better if you don't have your phone or TV, like any electronics in your bedroom. But like if you do, especially not to have them like an hour or two before you go to bed. Best I can do is 30 minutes, okay? Alright everyone, that is pretty much the end of my night routine. I read until I, you know, either hit the 30-minute mark or until I get, you know, tired enough that I want to put the book down and go to sleep. So now, since we already took off all like the ambient stuff, the candles and the lighting and everything, all I have to do is walk over and turn the light off and I'm all ready for bed. So thank you for hanging out with me on my night routine, and I hope that it was like, I don't know, entertaining for you guys. I know it's not super aesthetic and it's not very like that girl, or it's not like very informative or helpful. It's not like one of those videos that is like, here, if you have trouble having a night routine, here's one that you can follow. I mean, you could follow it, but it's just, it's very random, and it's not super structured, and it's not super rigid, and because that's just not who I am. So that's why this routine really works for me. But it makes me happy to, like, when I get home from work and my room isn't a complete disaster, it makes me feel good at the end of the night to spend 10-15 minutes just picking up clothes off the floor, or the vanity, or, you know, drinks from the night or day before, or even like that same day but earlier in the day. I love reading and I want to be a writer, so making time for that is really important to me, and I'm glad that I have implemented that into my routine. Water is something that's very important to me because I do drink soda. I only drink it when I'm eating something. I'm not like a constant soda drinker, but I probably at least have like one a day. So it's very important to me to try and hit my water intake. The stretching has been good. My body does feel better like when I do it, and I feel like I'm less, I don't know what you would call it, like achy when I wake up in the mornings if I stretch before bed. I also have a really bad mattress, so I feel like that contributes to the achiness that my body feels, and so that is another reason that I stretch. But yeah, these are just things that are kind of important to me. Not kind of. they're things that are important to me and that make me happier kind of overall. And so that's why I wanted to write them down and put them in a routine, so that way I can't be like, oh, I would have done it, but like I didn't have time, or yeah, I was gonna do it and then I just forgot. Like, making it a part of my list and my night routine just makes it that more likely that I'll do it and get it done. Obviously, some nights I'm exhausted, some nights I have editing to do, some nights I have filming, some nights I go out with my friends to events around town and I don't get home till 2, 3 in the morning, and you know, it's not a strict, rigid kind of schedule. But yeah, it's what works for me. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, pretty please give it a thumbs up. It really supports me and my channel. And if you guys liked me, pretty please hit that subscribe button. It really supports my mental health. I post new videos every Sunday and Thursday at 11:15 a.m. Pacific time. And yeah, I think that's everything. So okay, love you, bye.